Good day, everyone. I am Alexandria O.
I am Meinard B. Navato.
And I am Vaste Amor E. Padilla.
You are
You're
watching
watching
a documentary of
Region
Region
13.
13.
Singadi kamo, Simbanwa ning Caraga. Welcome to Caraga, the town, your home, our paradise.
Let's start in the history of Region 13. Caraga is an administrative region of the Philippines, on the northeastern portion of the island of Mindanao, also called Region 13. The Caraga region was created by virtue of RA 7901 on February 23, 1995.
However, most of us are unaware that the word Caraga appeared in the lexicon of Spanish-era Philippines more than 400 years ago. In 1609, Spaniards founded Caraga as a military garrison to reinforce their invasion of Tandag, which became the capital of Provincia de Caraga, which encompassed the eastern part of Mindanao, including the present-day provinces of Surigao and Agusan.
When the Spaniards arrived in 1848, they drove the Moros out of Tandag, relocating the capital to Surigao. Provincia de Caraga was renamed Provincia de Surigao at the turn of 20th century, effectively erasing the word Caraga.
Inside of the Region 13, they also have 5 provinces and 6 cities. The 5 provinces are the Agusan del Norte, the Agri-Processing and Industrial Estate Zone, Agusan del Sur, the agri-forestry center and food basket of the region. Surigao del Norte, the major ecotourism destination, fishery producer, and mineral-based processing industrial center of the region. Surigao del Sur, the agro-industrial fishery, forestry, and tourism zone. Last is the Dinagat Island, the ecotourism and fishery center of the region.
Now let us proceed to the 6 cities in Region 13. Butuan City, the regional center and the major trading, processing, commercial, and service center. It is also the show window of history and culture in Mindanao. Cabadbaran City, the agri-production and processing zone for high-value crops and aquaculture products. Bayugan City, the agro-industrial and processing zone. Surigao City, the commercial and trading center in the northeastern seaboard and the major processing center for mineral and fishery. Bislig City, the center of organic high-value crops and aquamarine products. Tandag City, the institutional tourism and trading hub.
In geographical features, the Region 13 borders are Bohol Sea on north, Davao Oriental of Region 11 on the south, while on the west is the Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental of Region 10, and for the east are the Philippine Sea of the Pacific Ocean.
It has total of 1,913,842 hectares land area. 30% of these are alienable and disposable lands, and 70% are forest land.
Regarding their language, Cebuano is widely spoken by 33.79% of the household in the region. Surigaonon is spoken by 33.21% of the households, followed by Butuanon by 15%, Kamayo by 7.6%, and Manobo by 4.73%. The rest speak Boholanon by 5.87%, Hiligaynon by 2.87%, and the other dialects by 7.20%.
While in their ethnic groups, most of the inhabitants of the region are of Visayan heritage. The province is home to several minority groups, totaling 675,722 in 1995, representing 34.7% of the region's population. Most numerous were the Manobos with 294,284 or 43.55% of the total population of ethnic minorities. Other cultural groups in the region with significant populations were the Kamayo, Higaonon, Banwaon, Umayamnon, Calagan, and Mamanwa. Most members of these cultural groups reside in the province of Agusan del Sur.
We also discussed the port of access on Region 13. First is their flight destination. It has 4 airports in region located in Butuan City, Surigao City, Siargao Island, and Tandag City. Butuan City and Siargao City airports have daily direct flights from Cebu and Manila. Butuan City Airport serves Camiguin Province, Ginoog City, and several municipalities in Misamis Oriental because of proximity and the regularity of flights.
While the airports in Siargao Islands and Tandag City have weekly flights to and from Cebu City, last March 2017, they launched a twice-a-week route, a Manila-Siargao-Manila route. The increased mining and tourism activities in Siargao provinces, on the other hand, highlight the need to improve the airports in Surigao City, Siargao Islands, and Tandag City.
In view of the foregoing, the upgrading and expansion of the above-mentioned airports shall be pursued by the region to include compliance with the International Civil Aviation Organization or ICAO standards, modernization of the air transportation navigation, surveillance communication, and air traffic management (CNS or ATM technology), and expansion and upgrading of existing airport facilities.
Next is the maritime route of Region 13. As a gateway in the northeastern part of Mindanao, the region shall pursue modernization and expansion of seaports to provide efficient and competitive shipping services, such as world-class cargo handling services and roll-on roll-off or RORO and passenger ferry terminals.
In anticipation of the establishment of the Mindanao Railway System and the completion of the east-west lateral road segments connecting Davao and Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental, the region shall embark on the development of the Butuan International Port to complement the existing Nasipit Port of Agusan del Norte and Lipata Port and Surigao Port in Surigao City as entry and exit points to and from Visayas and Luzon.
As the region is composed of islands and a river basin, the region shall also carry out the improvement of the inter-island transport system in the Pacific Rim as well as its riverine transport system in Agusan River. The Agusan River has traditionally been used as a transport highway in the region, particularly in bringing forest and agricultural products from Agusan del Sur to Butuan City.
And for the land route, last 2015, the region's paved national roads reached 82.98% of its total road network. Of this figure, paved national primary roads comprise 23.46%, national secondary road 39.04%, and national tertiary road 20.47%.
The region shall continue to improve its road network, particularly in connecting urban and rural areas and other growth centers in Mindanao. The priority road network projects include roads connecting Caraga region to Davao provinces, Bukidnon, and Misamis Oriental. Some of these roads may serve as alternate routes, particularly during disasters.
Let us now explore the major attractions in Region 13's 5 provinces. Most of the attractions on our list are among the best in Caraga region.
The attractions that we will address now are grouped into 3 categories: natural attractions, man-made attractions that are built for tourism, and man-made attractions that are not built for tourism. This means that these attractions were not originally meant to be tourist destination, but still become a tourist destination because of historical background that represents the region's identity.
Let us start in Surigao del Sur. For the natural attractions are Enchanted River and Caguait White Beach. The next is the man-made built for tourism. These are International Dalhouse and Lanuza Marine Park and Sanctuary. For the last category, which is man-made that is not built for tourism, they have San Agustin's Church and Bislig Baywalk.
Natural attractions in Surigao del Norte include Sohoten Cave and Lake Mainit. For man-made that is intended for tourism, we have Dayasan Floating Village and Rock and Mineral Museum, and for man-made that is not built for tourism, we have Cathedral of San Nicolas de Tolentino and Bayatacan Farm Experience. Next is the century-old Toog Tree and the Agusan Marsh Wildlife Sanctuary are 2 natural attractions in Agusan del Sur. Patpatangan Cold Spring and Green Haven Adventure Farm are tourism-oriented, man-made attractions, through Agusan Capital Complex and Dungao Farm Resort are not.
Then there's Agusan del Norte, which has natural attractions like Tagnote Falls and Mount Hilong-Hilong, as well as man-made attractions like the Vainapor Blue Water Resort and Butuan National Museum. For man-made attractions that aren't intended for visitors, visit the Balangay Shrine Museum and Our Lady of Presentation Parish. In the last province, Dinagat Island. Dinagad Island's natural attractions include Cabacongan Cove and Isla Aga, Mount Bagarabon Hotel and Beach Resort, and Punta Buena Suerte Resort are man-made tourist destinations, while Islander Castle and PBMA Shrine are not.
Now we'll go on to Region 13 tourism activities. First and foremost is surfing. Siargao is recognized as the surfing capital of the Philippines. It holds an international surfing competition every year. The massive Pacific rollers have been ranked among the world's top 5 splits.
Mountain biking is also available. Local and foreign bikers compete in cross-country and downhill events on trails in Cawas, Alabel City, Surigao del Sur, Agusan del Norte, and Siargao. Mount Masay and Mount Hilong-Hilong also provide hiking opportunities with panoramic views of the lower Agusan Valley.
Lastly, the events and festival on Region 13 that mostly celebrating it every year. Festivals include the Niliyagan Festivals of Agusan del Sur and the Bonok-Bonok Maradjao-Caradjao Festivals. Surfers from around the world converge in Siargao during the annual International Surfing Competition.
The next segment of this documentary shows a video of one of the attractions in Region 13, the Nasuga Beach and Resort, where we can see their accommodations.
Nasuga Beach and Resort is located in Buena Vista, Agusan del Norte. It is a nice, cozy, relaxing, and secure place, perfect for bonding with family and friends. The name Nasuga comes from Agusan, where the resort is situated. It also has a great view of the Britannica Islets.
Up next is the delicacies of Caraga region. First is binaga, adobong sahang, sayongsong, kinilaw,
Higakwit Tram, dried pianga, nilusak, nilambiran, palagsing.
After the delicacies of Region 13, let us proceed now to their festivals.
The province celebrates numerous festivals, and this includes the famous Lisagan Festival, held every third Sunday of October. It is a fiesta that showcases the Mamanwa dance healing rituals.
Niliyagan Festival is a festival celebrated in Agusan del Sur. It is a week-long social-cultural celebration that commemorates the foundation anniversary of Agusan del Sur. It depicts Agusanan culture and heritage. Natives from far-flung places of the province usually come down and display skills and grace in tribal dances and rituals.
The most famous festival is the Dinagatan Festival or Bugkosan sa Isla, wherein it brings together the island's 7 municipalities.
Events such as annual festivals are held. This includes Sirong Festival, Kaliguan Festival, Pahinungod Festival, Lanuza International Surfing Festival.
Surigao del Norte is Suroy sa Surigao, held during the month of February. This festival is to promote the Surigao del Norte's tourist destinations, which also includes the tour, an island hopping adventure, cave exploration, and the canoe ride to the lush mangrove.
Region 13 is dominated by 5 groups who are said to be the first settlers in their province: the Mamanwa, Bagobo, Aita, Manobo, and Higanon tribes.
In terms of industry in Caraga, the industry clustering facilities investment for the cluster in Caraga are wood, palm oil, tourism, abaca, high-value vegetables, seaweed, and arts and craft clusters. Here are some of their basic greetings and useful phrases. Maayong buntag, which means good morning or magandang umaga. Maayong hapon, which means good afternoon or magandang hapon. Maayong gabi, which means good night or magandang gabi.
Since our documentary is about to end, we give you a trivia about Region 13. Caraga is said to have started from the local word calag, which signifies spirit of soul. Henceforth, the entire Provincia de Caraga of AD 1622 was called Region de Gente Animosa, that is, region of spirited men. Another anecdotal derivation of the name stems from a nearby legend originating from the word kagang, a various little crab tangling the shoreline of Caraga, which is otherwise called katang to the local tenants. Legend goes that the town was named in that capacity in light of the fact that the main Spanish evangelist who came on the early years of 1600s found various little crabs tangling the shoreline.
For the last discussion, we will flash the itinerary of Region 13. The itinerary is prepared by JTS.
And that's all. We hope that you learned from our discussion. Thank you for watching.
watching.